In the years before the crisis became very serious, many people in Igbo land were living their normal lives. Markets were busy, schools were running, travelers moved freely, and people returned home late at night without fear. But when the agitation for Biafra grew stronger, led by Nnamdi Kanu, and later followed by different IPOB factions and other self-styled freedom fighters, things slowly began to change. What started as a peaceful demand for self-determination later produced anger, confusion, and armed groups that no one fully understood. These actions, mixed with the silence of elders and behaviors of politicians, opened the door for insecurity in many communities in the southeast. At the beginning, many people supported the agitation because they believed it would give the Igbo people a stronger voice. They listened to the broadcast, they followed the messages, and they felt the passion behind the movement. But as time went on, the language used in the struggle became more confrontational. Many young boys who did not have jobs or guidance became emotionally attached to the message, and some of them turned it into violence. Instead of speaking with wisdom, many agitators spoke with anger, and this anger pushed some followers to take dangerous actions. When politicians failed to address the fear, frustration, and joblessness among the youth, the agitation became a tool in the hands of those who did not care about the consequences. One of the biggest problems was the creation of groups that claimed to be defending the region. At first, people thought they were protecting the villages from attack of herdsmen, but soon, many of these groups began to act on their own. They started enforcing illegal orders like sit at home. They punished innocent people, they burned vehicles, they attacked police stations, security checkpoints, and even ordinary citizens. This made life hard for business owners, travelers, and students. Farmers in some areas could no longer enter their farm because they were afraid of being kidnapped or beaten. In many communities, the fear of unknown gunmen replaced the fear of thieves. The silence and weakness of many elders also made things worse. Traditionally, Igbo elders speak with authorities, and their words bring peace. But during this crisis, many elders kept quiet. Some were afraid of being attacked, some did not want to offend young people, and some stayed silent because they were enjoying the political benefit of chaos. This silence allowed confusion to spread because no strong voice was correcting the wrong step being taken. When elders refuse to guide the youth create their own way, and the way often leads to danger. Politicians also played a major role. Some of them supported the agitation secretly because it helps them win sympathy from the people. Some did not invest in security or development, hoping the insecurity would weaken their opponent. Others used the crisis as an excuse to steal public funds meant for road, hospital, employment programs. Instead of coming together as one body to protect the region, many politicians acted individually and their selfishness created power vacuum. In such a vacuum, armed groups grew stronger because nobody was controlling them. The politicians later turned around and blamed everyone except themselves. The arrest of Nnamdi Kanu added another level of confusion. Some people saw him as a victim, others saw him as someone who needed to answer for the violence happening in the region. His absence created a leadership role. Many different groups began claiming they were the true IPOB. These factions disagreed among themselves, fought secretly, and created more fear for ordinary people. Some used his name to collect money, carry weapons, or commit crimes. Without a single authority speaking clearly, everything became shattered and dangerous. All these actions together, angry West, uncontrolled followers, and armed groups pretending to be freedom fighters, silence of the elders, and the political games of leaders brought insecurity into Igbo land. The agitation itself was not the main problem. The problem was the way it was handled, the lack of discipline, and the refusal of elders and politicians to manage it with wisdom, unity, and honesty. Insecurity in Igbo land did not begin in one day, and it will not disappear by magic. It grew slowly, step by step, because many people made mistakes, many leaders closed their eyes, and many youth acted without understanding the long-term effect of their action. But just as insecurity enters slowly, peace can also return slowly and permanently if the right steps are taken. Solving this problem requires honesty, patience, discipline, unity, and a clear understanding of where the damage came from. It also requires the youth to open their minds and see that the future of Igbo land depends on their choice, not just on the words of agitators or the silence of the politicians. To solve the crisis permanently, first step is truth-telling. Politicians pretend they are innocent. Some agitators pretend they are fighting for the people while doing things that destroy the same people. Others pretend they do not have a role. Youth pretend that violence is the same thing as bravery. To build permanent peace, all these groups must face the truth. Igbo land is bleeding, not because of one man or one group, but because everyone fell in different ways. Finally, the youth must see Igbo land as their inheritance. They are the ones who will live in it longer. They are the ones who will raise children there. They are the ones who will benefit or suffer from whatever happens there. So, they must protect the land, respect the land, build the land, and love the land. No struggle is greater than the lives of the people. No agitation is more important than peace. No leader is more important than the future of the youth. If all these steps are taken, truth telling, unity among governors, disarmament of armed groups, active elder, real dialogue, economic development, modern security system, political honesty, education, youth wisdom, accountability, and cultural unity. The insecurity in Igbo land will not just reduce, it will end permanently. Peace will return to villages, market will open freely, roads will become safe again, children will go to school without fear, farmers will enter their farm with confidence, travelers will move without shaking. Igbo land will rise again with dignity, strength, and prosperity.